confident you're going to clear your name?
Absolutely.
That the question that's long followed Dominic Raab around. And now, after 5 months of this...
I'm confident I behave professionally at all times.
I'm confident I behave professionally throughout.
I behave professionally at all times.
A decision on his fate now imminent after the report investigating bullying allegations against the Deputy PM was handed to his boss, Rishi Sunak, who now has to decide whether his deputy stays or goes.
This whole thing's now turning into a farce. Can you imagine being a civil servant who's raised a complaint? The Prime Minister should think about what it would be like if it was him in that situation. He's the First Minister of the civil service. He has a responsibility to his civil servants to ensure that they're protected from bullying harassment and that they're treated with respect. This is not treating those civil servants with respect.
The allegations of bullying concern Mr Raab's time as a Cabinet Minister across 3 different departments, taking in 8 separate complaints with a number of complainants. And while his accusers await a decision, others seek to defend him.
I must have attended hundreds of meetings with him, with civil servants and MPs and other officials. And not once did I ever witness him behaving in a manner that could be described as bullying. You know, yes, he expects high standards of people. We've heard lots of people say this during this investigation, and it's absolutely true. He does set a very high bar for everybody who works for him.
Conflicting interpretations of his behaviour, but the terms of reference of this investigation clear to establish the facts and to be completed as swiftly as possible, with the Prime Minister as the ultimate judge. And tonight he's still weighing up the verdict. I'm told the Prime Minister is taking his time to go through the report and consider it thoroughly, because this is a really difficult decision for Rishi Sunak. Dominic Raab is one of his most loyal lieutenants and a trusted political ally, so to part company with him will come at a personal cost. But this is about politics too. If Raab goes, then the Prime Minister will face questions as to why he appointed him in the first place and what he knew when. If Raab stays, the Prime Minister risks a backlash from the civil service and questions about whether or not his really is a government of integrity. Dominic Raab has seen the report and maintains he behaved professionally. Yeah. But the opposition calling for the PM to adjudicate and fast.
The Prime Minister really should be able to read the report, make up his mind and get on with it. Stop dithering and delaying and summon up your courage and sack your deputy if he's a bully. Every time one of these Conservatives gets into trouble, they don't just undermine the reputation of Conservatives, they undermine the reputation of all members of Parliament, and we do need people to have faith in politics.
Next month, the country's faith will be tested at the local elections. Not an explicit judgment of the PM, but of his party and his record. This, the 3rd Cabinet Minister of Rishi Sunak's short premiership to face the sack. The wait continues. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Westminster.